Eric.
I thought about it.
You know me. I don't need no introduction, but this is the intro. What's good, brodies and babes? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast. ReDraft episode, you feel me? This is week 6. This is the recap. This is where you come for your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot here with my co-bro.
Dynasty Bro Vic, aka Chief Sosa, my guy looking right here, but the camera really right there.
I know, man. I'm a little bit all over the place, but we got my guy DJ Ava on the background. What's good, bro?
What's good? You know me. I'm just chilling, confused.
We all over the place right now.
I'm just confused.
We got a lot going on right now. Vic hit his Dougie a minute ago. I wish we would have got that on camera.
Niggas is Dougie in, sitting in different seats.
How did it feel hitting that Dougie and switching sides?
Took me back to 07, 08.
Yeah,
No.
bro.
Yeah.
It was them times, my brother.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good time.
Hey, I hope your teams are doing good. I hope you've been listening to these 4-minute offenses and picking up the guys we're telling you to, trading for some of these guys we're telling you to get. These buy lows, man, it's important right now. Week 6? It's damn near halfway through the season damn near, man. So you got to rack up all the dubs you can get. This week is where we start seeing a lot of the important buys, man. So really got to pay attention to the 4-minute offense. Pay attention to, the guy that you're playing against and making sure he doesn't need some players you need to just pick up for no reason. If you're good, it's a lot of strategy that goes into it. And that's what we're here to help you do. So you know how we do. We're going to get into the injuries that happen. There's some major ones, per usual, that's been happening every week. And we're going to get into these top guys, man. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass it over to Dynasty Bro Vic, and I'm going to let him take off. We're going to get into the top performers of the week.
Let's do that, bro, man. Hey, action-packed, bro. Like last night, it was an exciting game, bro. Monday Night Football, Buffalo Bills at Tennessee Titans. Some may even call it an upset, man. I mean, I went in there thinking the Bills were going,
Yeah, I mean, if I was a betting man, I would put my money on the Bills. So
some parlays definitely got fucked up last night. But
I seen that.
It is.
Sheesh.
But let's get right into it, man. So number one performance from the QB spot, Josh Allen, man. So he put up 28 fantasy points, roughly give or take, depending on your league settings, but 353 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, man, in the air, man. And, it looked like in the first half, the Titans, they were getting us some trouble, and then he finally got his rhythm going in the second half.
Hey, man, all they're going to do is throw the ball. Backfield look a mess. Josh Allen with a bunch of weapons around him. I'm betting on him every week to finish as one of the top performers, bro.
Yeah. All right, bro. Let's get to the number 2 performance, man. Mr. Kirk Cousins.
Yes, sirski.
For the Minnesota Vikings against the Carolina Panthers, man. So 373 passing yards, 3 passing TDs, 27-point fantasy performance. And look, this was great to see because he actually got Justin Jefferson going, and he also got Adam Thielen going, man.
And Dalvin still had a game.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. That's what the offense should be able to do, man.
Yeah.
Those are weapons. And that's what these guys were drafted in that fashion to be like that. So I'm glad to see it all come together in a week like that.
Yeah, man.
My wife needed a quarterback. Guess who I picked up for her?
Kirk Cousins.
And he balled the fuck out,
Balled the fuck out. She lost. But he played well.
He played well. He tried to sneak that in.
I mean, she took an L to me, but
he did his thing, though. All right, man, let's get to the number 3 performance, man, Dak Prescott, man. So that was a big game. Of course, the Cowboys went into New England. Dak put up 445 passing yards, 3 passing TDs, 25 points from a fantasy perspective. A big game, man. And to be honest, I didn't expect New England to keep pace on the scoreboard with them, but they did.
Hey, I'll tell you this. Bill Belichick, hell of a coach. Either he locks in on the offense side of one game or he locks in on the defensive side of one game, and just watching him do it week by week. Even in the games they lose, I got to give him props because they always find a way to be in games. I had a homie hit me up and said, bro, Pats look bad. They can't blame it on Cam. And I said, actually, they don't look bad. They had a hard schedule. They've been in these games playing against good, solid playoff championship caliber teams, bro, with a rookie playing at quarterback. So shout out to Bill Belichick. Shout out to that offense, man. Shout out to that defense. They just go out there and play hard, bro.
They do, man. And Judon looked good out there on defense for them, man. Anchoring the edge. So, fire. All right, man. Number 4 performance. Hey, the number 3 has been a theme with these QBs. So let's talk about a guy who also put up 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, man. He had 1 in the air, 2 on the ground, only 115 passing yards. So, of course, that was Thursday night against the Bucs. I'll be honest, man. Well, let's talk about it. Are you concerned about Jalen Hurts? And look, I know this is redraft, but are you concerned for him in Dynasty?
Yes, in real life NFL.
And real life
NFL. I am concerned because he usually looks bad. He be looking bad. Like a lot of his games this year, he looked bad for 3 quarters, and then they pull it together like in garbage time.
Yeah.
It looks good in fantasy. You probably, if you're not watching the games, you probably don't give a shit. You probably think he's playing good. But going forward, he's not the most accurate. It looks like he doesn't make the best decisions at times. And I can't keep blaming it on the weapons all the time because I don't think Ertz is horrible. Goddard, he missed 1 week because of COVID. Devonta Smith is a stud, bro. Even that rookie, he's a stud. And I don't think Jalen Reagor's a bad number 2, bro. It's just I don't know if that offense and them trying to work it around a guy like that is going to work. So it makes me nervous in Dynasty, bro, to be honest.
And you already know I'm a Hurts guy. I do want to put some of this on the coach. I don't think the coach is being creative enough on offense. So I feel like he's keeping Jalen Hurts in a box. Yeah. So he doesn't really have that many plays to work with. So it's almost like you can already tell what they're about to do. You know what I mean? So I do think some of this is on the coach, but it's making Jalen Hurts look bad. And you never know. Maybe that's the play. Maybe they want to get rid of Jalen Hurts, so you just make the guy look bad and you don't open up the offense. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. But to your point,
all I know is it looks like they're going to have 3 first-round picks next year, and it's a couple stud quarterbacks coming out, bro.
Yeah,
just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it is, man. But hey, I'll be honest though, Hurts does not look good right now. So yeah, man. Make sure you actually watch the games. Don't just go off the fantasy.
But in redraft though,
keep running them.
He running the numbers up, nigga.
Keep running it up. You got the drum rolls. There you go. We'll take it, man. All right, man. Let's get into the number 5 performance, Matt Stafford. So 251 passing yards, 4 TDs in the air, man. So he's balling out as well. 24-point fantasy performance.
He's doing it.
Of course, he did it against the New York Giants, man. But hey, you'll take it, man. I mean, that offense is rolling. It's clicking.
He doing it, bro. It ain't too much to say. He's been balling, bro, since week 1. He got a connection with Cooper Kupp. They look like one of the best 1-2 combinations you can have in the NFL. They just got the juice right now, bro.
All right, bro. Let's go to these running backs, man. Number 1 performance. We saw it last night, man. King Henry fucking dominated on the ground. Running back for the Tennessee Titans, Mr. Derrick Henry, 143 rushing yards, three TDs on the ground. Monster performance, 35-point fantasy game, man. So I'm sure he secured a lot of dubs for people last night.
They run when they're losing. They run when they winning. They could be down by 35. The game plan is, bro, we have to give it to him more so we can try to get back into the game. He looks like a man playing little league football. Can be tackled. I posted a picture today on the gram. Said, hey, speaking of the gram, bro, follow Dynasty Bros FF. That's the main handle. Posted a picture today on the gram and said, bro, how many bills does it take to tackle a King Henry? Nobody had the answer.
I got an answer.
What's your answer?
Not enough.
I was gonna say all of them, bro.
that damn Old Spice commercial, shit is real, bro. When they all just hanging on to his ankles and he running, that shit real, bro. He can't be tackled.
I saw on Twitter someone was like, why haven't Nissan named a truck after Derrick Henry? Because they got the Nissan Titan. They was like, they need to make a Derrick Henry edition. That shit makes so much sense, bro. He's a fucking truck.
I hope they paying attention.
Yeah, can't do nothing with that. So, yeah, man, he's a beast.
That would be tight.
All right, man, let's get to number 2 performance. So Leonard Fournette going back to Thursday Night Football against the Eagles. Hey, he actually got going in the ground and on the air. So 81 rushing yards, 46 receiving yards, a couple touchdowns on the ground, man. So it's the Leonard Fournette show, man. Like Bruce Arians is not committed to a committee. So it's a workhorse backfield right now. So what are your thoughts on Leonard Fournette, bro?
A guy that it was hard. No, I think nobody wanted to believe the Super Bowl run last year when basically he was clearly the number 1. But I feel like if you ain't gonna trust them in that kind of situation, when else are you not gonna trust them? So I feel like that was what it was. That's what they wanted it to be, and that's what it looks like going forward. For as long as he's healthy, this is the Leonard Fournette that was drafted early in the first round by the Jags. He has this type of talent when he wants to be. He's not being lazy. He's probably in there working his ass off with the guys. That's the type of talent he has when he's focused, though. So shout out to him. One of the most high-powered offenses you can be in. It's going to be tons of scoring potential. He can do this every week if they give it to him.
All right, man, let's keep it home, man. Let's talk about a guy who's being efficient with his carries and just getting it done, man. Mr. Jonathan Taylor. So he had 14 carries. Man, he put up 145 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. 28-point fantasy performance this past week against the Texans. JT looked good out there, man. Like, he's showing, like, a guy for that size had that much breakaway speed and just speed in general.
I did want him to score on that 83-yard run, though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But he did his thing, though. He looked good, bro. He just looked unstoppable, bro. Unstoppable. And I think long as Carson is playing and healthy, the offense has some kind of flow to it.
And I know I've been knocking Carson over these past few weeks, but he's actually starting to get going. Look like he's getting his rhythm. I know he had, bounce back from injuries, but offense is flowing right now. Curious to see what that Colts offense look like going into San Francisco. So that's going to be a nice test on the road, especially on the West Coast. But the offense is rolling right now. Granted, we just took a loss to the Ravens this past week, but got back on track against the Texans. Of course, we just lost Paris Campbell, but
oh my gosh, on a touchdown. He got hurt on his own touchdown.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sheesh. What's good, Mom Dukes?
What's up, Mom Dukes? Thanks for tuning in. All right, bro. Let's keep it pushing with the next running back, number 4 performer, Joe Mixon, man. So this is a guy who's battling injuries going back to last week, but it's good to see him get it done on the ground and in the air. So 94 rushing yards, 59 receiving yards in the air, and of course, he had 1 touchdown in the air as well. So 25-point fantasy performance, getting it done against Detroit, man. So
facts. Hey, the offense is elite if everybody's healthy, bro. Joe Burrow's playing at the top of his game right now. T. Higgins just came back. Jamar Chase putting up incredible rookie numbers, just incredible numbers in general for receivers. So the offense is clicking, bro. And I think that's the only concern for Joe Mixon is we didn't think there'd be scoring opportunity. Thought the defense would be bad, but the offense is clicking. He's getting scoring opportunity. Shout out to Joe.
All right, man. Shout out to another guy in the division in the AFC North. Let's go to Pittsburgh, man. Najee Harris. You saw it Sunday night. He's doing it all, man. He's involved in the run game, involved in the passing game. So 81 rushing yards, 46 receiving yards. You guys saw it, man. They went spread and being through the quick speed out to him for the touchdown. So 24-point fantasy performance from Najee Harris.
I'm going to just echo just so I can let y'all know how good he's been this year.
All right, bro. Let's get into these wide receivers, man. Our guy, your guy, White Sam's guy, Mr. CD Lamb, man. So he had the top performance at the wide receiver spot, 36 fantasy points, 9 catches, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Boy.
Game-winning touchdown.
Boy.
He waved bye-bye to Mr. Mills.
That was clutch.
Yeah, that was going back to the Philly rivalry days.
He's a stud, bro.
Yeah.
He's a stud. Like, oh, my gosh. He looked so good, bro.
He did. And even going back to that 3rd and 25 just to, get him in position. What was that? Did they kick a field goal or did they actually go score to force it to overtime?
Field goal.
Field goal. So, that was a big catch. And then to seal it up in overtime with the
bye-bye catch.
Yeah, bro.
Ooh.
Fire. Shout out to CeeDee Lamb, man. A great dynasty piece.
Great.
All right, bro. Number 2 performance, man. Mr. Cooper Kupp, man. He's just been balling out consistently, bro. Like to consistently be in the top 5 conversation every week. That's impressive, man. And I'll be honest, man. I know I was off Cooper Kupp.
But who blames you? Jared Goff was his quarterback.
That's true. That's a good point, man.
That makes a big difference. I guess we should have looked at it as, bro, he did these numbers with Jared Goff as his quarterback.
That's true.
But yeah, he's balling, bro. He looks good, bro. His route running, his run after the catch.
Yeah.
He look good,
he
bro.
He can run, bro. Like he has some bursts. He's not just some little possession receiver. But shout out to Cooper Kupp, 9 catches, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Like that's just the type of game he has. 34 fantasy points, man.
Stafford's number 1.
Yeah,
hey, we should always want Stafford's number 1. I don't know why we being like that.
Yeah,
damn.
All right, bro. Shout out to the number 3 performance, Adam Thielen. Now this was a guy who got back on track this week. He wasn't really involved last week against Detroit, and you would think he would be involved just given they were playing Detroit, but you could tell, man, the Vikings made it a mission to get Adam Thielen going this week, which they did. So 11 catches, 126 yards, one catch for 29 fantasy points, man. So this is a value play right here. Like this is a guy you probably drafted in the 7th, 8th round. It's putting up wide receiver 1 numbers.
I know guys were probably getting rid of him in Dynasty. It was like, screw him. He's getting old. Josh Jefferson's the next, and he's still the next guy. But Thielen and Kirk Cousins have some rapport, bro. So shout out to them. He don't look like he got no juice. He's just good. He's a great route runner. He knows how to get open. So that makes a difference. So shout out to him.
A guy like that is gonna be fine well into his 30s. You know what I mean? Like
Larry Fitzgerald did it.
He knows how to use his body to create separation to make the catch. Like does a nice job. All right, man. Number 4 performance, a guy people are excited about, rookie out of Alabama, Jaylen Waddle. So if you guys saw the early game Sunday, I'm over in the UK. The Dolphins and the Jags, even though the Jags got their first dub on the Dolphins, but 10 catch performance game from Jaylen Waddle, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns, man, 29 fantasy points, man. So he did his thing, bro.
He's the only one with the juice now. Mike Goseki and him. Devontae Parker doesn't look like a thing no more. He's been battling injury. Will Fuller can't get on the field. We should have expected that. It's one of those things where he got the juice right now. He looks the fastest, and they're finding a way to give him the ball because they don't got that many options right now. So he's going to be a good option. Him and Goseki are good options probably for the rest of the year, bro.
All right, bro. One of my favorite dynasty stashes had a big performance this week, man. Let's go to Cleveland, Mr. Donovan Peoples-Jones Jr. So this is a guy, out of Michigan. Of course, he's in his second year. 4 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, of course, we saw the Hail Mary right before the half.
Facts.
He had another big play, catch and run.
Yeah.
Down the sideline there later in the second half. So now I know they got the Thursday night game. Is this the guy you're checking for this week? Are we chasing points right here?
I don't know if it's chasing points technically, man. We chasing opportunity also. Here's the thing. We know they're a heavy run offense. If they don't have Chubb, if they don't have Kareem, I don't know if it's a Dearness Johnson game. Odell got banged up. There's no what's his guy? Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
He might be one of the focal points of the offense, man. So I don't think it's technically chasing points, especially right now. Injuries, all these people on bye. If you need a play, I think he's a strong play. He's a guy we're going to talk about later.
Okay, so maybe a deep flex play.
Yeah, bro.
And plus, a lot of people are out on bye this week. A lot of injuries. So
all of that, bro.
I'm not mad at it. And this is the time of the year where sometimes it actually forces you to play certain guys, which I like. Instead of missing, damn, I played the wrong guy. I'm at a point where I got so many injuries, so many bye weeks. I don't have anybody else left to play. I just live with the outcome. So I'm okay with that.
Facts.
All right, bro. Let's get into the tight end position. So number 1 finish this week. This is another guy we like in Dynasty. A lot of upside, Noah Fant. So he had the number 1 performance, 24 points from a fantasy perspective, 9 catches, 97 yards, 1 TD, man. So this is why we love Noah Fant. We know he's capable of doing these things.
Yeah.
And he had the number 1 spot this week, man. Talk about your guy, man.
Facts, man. This is a guy who's drafted coming out of college. He was just a natural receiving option. He wasn't one of those guys who's going to be the best tight end that's going to block for you. In a situation where we loved all the options and needed to see what was going to happen, Jerry Jeudy went down, which left more opportunity for Fant to get more, targets. So I expect it to be more like this because I think Sutton and him have the opportunity. Long as Teddy is there and healthy, I think Teddy can support 2 guys. I'm not saying they're going to be studs, but he has the capability to make a tight end a stud because it doesn't require a lot. Touchdown, few targets. I think Fant should be good long as Teddy's there, and then we'll revisit the situation when Jeudy comes back.
And I always like the situation, man. Denver Broncos always in the garbage situation, trying to play catch up. Always got to put points up on the board. So a lot of opportunity there, just given that with the negative game script. All right, man, let's get to the number 2 performance, Mr. Mike Goseki. So tight end for the Miami Dolphins. Again, going back to the early game in the UK. He had 9 targets, caught 8 passes, 115 yards. Just a PPR game for him.
Yeah.
19 points, bro. You'll take that, to see him get wide receiver type numbers. Not hit the end zone, 19 points, you'll take that all day long.
We know Tua and him, I think he had 5 touchdowns the last 6 games of the season. They already got that rapport. And like I said, weapons are down. No Parker showing what he done showed in the past. No Fuller. It's just Waddle and Goseki out there, so he's going to make plays. He's hard to guard, man. He was one of those guys that at at the combine, he ran like a 4.4 for a tight end, bro. So he has that kind of athleticism to go out there and do whatever across the field. So shout out to Mike Goseki, bro. Him and Tua, it might be a thing for the rest of the year.
Yeah, definitely. Tua definitely going up the middle over the seams, looking for the tight end. So that's a great option there. Number 3 performance, man. Travis Kelce. Won't spend too much time here. 8 catches, 99 yards, 17-point game. Business as usual, man. Another week at the office for Travis Kelce, man. So
facts.
All right, bro. Another guy that's been balling all year, Mark Andrews, bro. 5-catch performance game, 68 yards, a touchdown, 17-point fantasy performance. Mr. Mark Andrews, bro, getting it done against the Chargers, man. And I'll be honest, I was expecting I thought it was gonna be a better game, but
they whooped the
Ravens whooped their
ass, bro. Pretty much, you can almost. It's damn near 50-50 going into the game if Mark Andrews is gonna get a touchdown. You can flip a coin, yay or nay. He has that kind of rapport with Lamar. When they get down in the red zone, it's either run the ball or look for Mark. So I like it. I love it. We talked about the first couple weeks he didn't play his best. We said he was a good buy low. Hopefully you went and bought low. Hopefully in Dynasty you went and swapped out some of these guys and got some Mark Andrews. If not, you might be behind the time. So shout out to Mark Andrews. He's been balling.
All right, bro. The number 5 tight end spot this week, going back to the Thursday night game, Mr. OJ Howard, man. So tight end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 6 catches, 49 yards. and a touchdown, man. So he had a 16-point performance. Looked good out there. Granted, there's no Gronk. Hey, all those weapons out there for Brady to call your number and to continue to go back to you, that speaks volume, man. And we know he battled injuries early on in his career, but, it's good to see him basically just be involved in that offense, man. And he looked good, bro.
With all those weapons out there, man, it's hard to see who you're going to focus in on. We know Brady loves the tight end. Doobie is usually Gronk. But it's just good to see guys go out there and get play. He has that type of talent too, man, on those big athletic guys coming out of Alabama, bro. He was highly touted. It just sucks he's been injured and ain't been able to make the most of it. But it's good to see him have a week like this.
All right, bros, man, real quick before we get into the 4-minute offense, just want to call out what's happening this week. So Thursday night, we got the Broncos at the Browns. And again, the Browns, backfield is banged up. So, just be, on the lookout for that. If you got you some Kareem Hunt or Chubb, just know they're going to be out. And then just fast forwarding, I'm making sure we don't have no early game. So it looks like we don't have an early game right now. But looking at Sunday night, man, we got my coach at the Niners, bro. I'm excited for that again. Carson Wentz, look like he's getting it going. The offense is starting to, basically get some chemistry and they're flowing. It's gonna be a good test for them going out to San Fran. And then Monday night, we got the Saints at the Seahawks, man. So we got to see Geno Smith, on Sunday night. Now the Saints gonna come into town. It's gonna be Jameis and Geno.
Jameis and Geno, that's a hell of a matchup. Oh, Lord. Those are the primetime games. And before we get to the 4-minute offense, on my end, let's knock out these couple of injuries real quick. Nick Chubb, he missed the game last week. Don't know if he's going to be ready for this week. Kareem Hunt, when they already placed him on IR with a calf injury. Dearness Johnson might be the next man up. Dawson Knox left the game after breaking a bone in his hand. He's a pass catcher, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if you can play through a broken hand. That kind of sucks. Julio always has his leg injuries, hamstring, so you got to pay attention to that. Kadarius Toney left in the first quarter. Everybody over there is banged up. Darius Slayton, Toney now. Galladay's been hurt. Looks like the Sterling Shepard show. And Antonio Gibson has been out fighting through the injury for a few weeks, man. So he hurt his shin. He basically left the game early. So, probably need to watch out for them. But it looks like Calvin really should be back this week. And I know people are expecting Michael Thomas and Jerry Jeudy may be coming back. Look like both of those guys are a couple weeks out still. So that's the injury list, man. So
come on, man.
All right, bros. Hey, before we get to this 4-minute offense, DJ Avo, let the good people know where they can follow you at.
Good. Y'all can follow me at Dynasty Bro Avo on the Twitch. Also, make sure you follow the main Dynasty Bro page on the Twitch. I'll be going live on there every Tuesday. Your boy goes up. And other than that, man, follow me on the gram at Avo Love. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, Dot, what can we follow you at, bro?
Hey, follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram and Twitter. And make sure you follow the main Instagram handle, Dynasty Bros FF. Hey, Vic, where can we find you at, my brother?
Follow me at Chiefs Host FF, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Also, PSN, man, if y'all want that Call of Duty smoke.
If y'all want that Call of Duty
that
smoke.
Madden work.
We getting dubbed.
Yeah, man. And then be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening, Dynasty Bros FF. Check out the Patreon if you want the rankings, bonus content, all that good stuff. Patreon Bros FF.
Facts. All right. So look, we're gonna get into the 4-minute offense real quick. I already got the timer set up. Avo, you ready? Let's go. 3. You going first?
I don't have too many guys, bro. So
I only got a couple, so we can both go first. You ready?
Right,
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right, man. So look, we already know the Cleveland Browns got a short week. Thursday night game. Again, both they star running backs are out. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So Dearness Johnson's gonna get the start. But I actually like Demetric Felton, bro. So rookie running back out of UCLA. He's actually listed as a running back receiver. He gets involved in the passing game. So I'm expecting him to take on that Kareem Hunt role from a receiver standpoint. So I actually like him on the short term because I'm anticipating Chubb to come back next week or two. Kareem Hunt's still gonna be out. So Dearness Johnson's spot is easily gonna go back to Chubb. That leaves more opportunity for Demetric Felton. So I like Felton for the short term. But again, Dearness Johnson's gonna get the start.
True. All right, let's get into a running back that's been out with a calf injury, but he returned back from IR. I even mentioned the name before the episode. I said, man, Rashad Penny, he might be a good pickup. Vic was like, he back from injury? I was like, yeah, bro. So he's practicing this week. You've seen Chris Carson's on IR right now, and then Alex Collins left the game. He's dealing with an injury right now. I mean, a hip injury right now. So he's day-to-day, and they said it looks like he might not play, look like he might play. It's a Monday night game, but my thing is we always know the Seattle Seahawks, no matter what the running game is, they're going to run the ball. So Rashad Penny is a guy they took in the first round a couple years, about 3 years ago. So let's look out for him, man. I think he's going to get the start if Alex Collins doesn't play. You already know Chris Carson ain't playing, so Rashad Penny, that'd be a good pickup.
Yep, another guy up that lane. Let's stay on the West Coast, man, in Seattle. So DJ Dallas, man, he actually got involved in the passing game this week. So he caught 5 passes and got some runs, got some carries. So he's listed as number 2 RB right now on the depth chart. So if you need a short-term 1-week rental, DJ Dallas might not be a bad play as well this week.
All right, let's get into a guy that you might see make plays on everything but offense so far. He's been doing kickoff return, punt return, Mr. Jamal Agnew. Look, he's been in the league for 4 years already, and this is like the first time I ever heard his name. But DJ Chark is out. Marvin Jones balled out this week, but it's looking like Chenault's being involved in so many other things. They found another guy that's just a lethal weapon out there, man. Jamal Agnew's actually been turning up the past couple of weeks, getting more targets. He caught 5 passes this week for 78 yards, man, on 6 targets. So it's looking like they just want to get him involved now because they lost technically the number 1 will be Chark, if you ask me. They lost the number 1 receiver. They're moving guys around and they're seeing who's going to step up. And this is a guy who stepped up and making big plays, and now it's looking like they're turning to him on offense. So I like some Jamal Agnew. Your turn. You got anybody else? We're 1:20.
Yeah, man. Let's go to San Francisco, man. So Elijah Mitchell. This was a guy who had all the hype week 1, and it died down after that. And of course, he missed a couple games, and he came back to play Arizona. Then had a bye week. So Elijah Mitchell still may be out there. So going back before the bye, he played 68% of the snaps. So he should continue to lead the backfield right now. So yeah.
And I'm gonna talk Vic guy. I don't think Vic wanted to really speak him because it might sound like you chasing points. But at this time, man, you got to get any points you can. Like I said, there's so many important players that are going to be on bye this week. Donovan Peoples-Jones might be the number 1 receiver going into the game for the Browns on a run-heavy team that probably won't have their top 2 backs. So Donovan Peoples-Jones, he scored 2 touchdowns. No, he only had 4 catches, but those are important catches that he had. It looked like he already has the rapport with Baker. So shout out to Donovan Peoples-Jones, his sophomore year. I think he's going to be heavily involved. So you got anybody we can drop, man? Oh, maybe Devonta Freeman, bro. He actually was the one that played the most by the end of the game, had the most snaps running back for the Baltimore Ravens, even though him, Murray, and Le'Veon all got a touchdown this week.
Yeah, I'm ready for the drops. How much time we got left?
9 seconds.
Ronald Jones, bro, it's time. It sucks. It hurts.
We're going to leave it at that.
Come on now,
you feel me?
I feel you, bro.
Come on, man.
Damn. Yeah. All right. Well, look, we're going to be soft-spoken and get us out of here on that, man. That was one of Vic's guys going into the season. So what we're going to do is, damn, bro. That's a good transition.
Segue.
It's a good transition to the Dynasty episode, man. We got a good episode going into Dynasty. It's called In My Feelings or In My Fields, whatever you want to call it. It's important to the culture. Everybody throw that little terminology around now, and we want to break it down and show you how it resorts to us and how this season had us in our feelings. So we the Dynasty Bros, showing you how to dominate the league, Dynasty Bro Style. I'm Dot. That's my guy, Vic. That's DJ Avo. Make sure you transition over, get into the live again, and we're about to go in a few minutes. Avo, walk me out of here, even though I usually do that on Dynasty. Walk us out of here on this one.
Hey, man, y'all be safe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. We goes in. Let's go.
Wine and